So we're back live from Crusaders headquarters. I am King Nico. And if you're watching this, you are the resistance. So we're going to bring it back to December 18th. Yes, 12/18/2025. So I have the video up here. And it's titled Year of the Robots equals Great Tribulation. So I said 2026 would be the year of the robot. So we streamed live on 18th of December 2025. I probably had this prediction and decode even sooner than that, but even still, December 18th, at least 8 months before the day it was predicted. So let's get into the video. So remember, this live stream is from December 18th, 2025. The fallen angels equals 1296. So it starts off with me saying, so this is me live now watching a video from 8 months ago that I made a huge prediction, and it would have been my 5th one, and every single one has come true. So we need to document this, that we have been on point with these predictions. So fallen angels equal 1296. That's simple. You just write fallen angels and it will equal 1296. The robot uprising also equals 1296, just like the fallen angels, 1296. But the robot uprising, in a rare case of forward and reverse, equals 1296 forward and 1296 in reverse. The exact same phrase, the robot uprising, also equals 1260.
Space 44 super agents. The next thing you can't live without. Clearing up your email.
Okay, hurry up. So it's like all of a sudden it needs to stream the video and have such a big struggle when we're trying to prove the prediction and the decode is how on point it is now it's going to struggle, right? Give me a break. Okay, let me pause that. We'll take you. So as you can see, again, December 18th, let me make it big on the screen here, 2025, streamed live. So let me take you to that slide. I have it. Oh. So I'm going to bring you to the slide right here. Just make it bigger. So I had this from last year, this decode. Fallen Angels, 1296. We covered the robot uprising, 1296, forward and reverse. Also 1260. Robot relationship is 1296. So here's the date duration. Tuesday, September 11th, 2001 to Tuesday, July 14th, 2026. And look at that. It's the span of exactly 1,296 weeks, 1296, 0 days. The date written out, Tuesday, 14th of July, 2026 equals 1296. So I was trying to tell you from last year that July 14th would be a significant date in the fallen angels' rise back to power, whether ritualistically or anyway, something was going to happen. I also had this slide here with the fallen angels right here, 1296. There's the date duration, which landed on July 14th, 1296 weeks. Internet computer equals 1296. Forward and reverse, just like robot uprising. New Age movement is 1296, and put a spell on you is 1296, along with slavery, 1296. And I told you on July 14th and 15th that they were putting a spell on us, that they were saging the land, that they filtered the sky, because this is how they're going to summon the demons. They need to set the environment for the demons to come in. So all of these equal 1296. And I says, watch out for July 14th. Something's going to happen with the AI. They're going to do something, put a spell on us. New Age movement. We know what the New Age movement is with the witchcraft and the saging. And what did we smell July 14th and all throughout that week was mass sage burning. They told us it was forest fires, but I don't recall any forest fire that smelled like sage, with the orange sky with no smoke, right? It was just sage smoke, not forest fire smoke. Yeah, Robin Nico says, have a blessed live stream. Stopped in to say hi. Jordan says, it's so badass that your decodes have been accurate the last 4 to 5 times. It makes me excited for the future, but anxious. Yeah, so there they are, all there, on point with the spells, with the internet and the computer. Let me run through some quickly and see what we got, because I decoded the World Cup. Constitution Day, so September 17th. And the ark rested in the 7th month on the 17th day of the month upon the mountains of Ararat. So depending on which calendar you believe is the 7th month, whether it's July or September. And Constitution Day equals 1254. The United States Constitution signing was on September 17th, 1787. So another 717, right? September prophecy is 1254. America, the end of an empire, 1218. Neuschwanstein, 1218. I built Neuschwanstein, right? Wednesday. So hold on, we've decoded a whole bunch of stuff. I just want to get to James Franco, Age of Disclosure, Great Tribulation. We got the 1152s, the 1104s, the 1008s, all right there. Huge decode. We got the 1086s, transhumanism equals 1086 in Fibonacci and English. I'll show it to you, don't worry. Yeah, so here was another prediction. We had a prediction, the 1284 prediction, which fell on April 21st. And what happened during that week? We had hantavirus pop up and then disappear. We had the January 14th, 15th prediction that came true with the doomsday clock. Just flashing these so they're all on here, documented. We got Atlas, Boston Dynamics, right? I kept telling you about this Atlas robot and what I've seen and how absolutely incredible it is, right? And that it would be making a scene. So here's the Atlas decode. Hyundai Motor Group, 1440, Great Tribulation, 1440, right? The Atlas prototype, 1218 and 1050, Satanic Worship, 1050. So here's the decode. And what did I tell you? We've seen Atlas a couple of times now this year. We saw Atlas in the beginning of the year at the CES demonstration with all the robots and technology, but now we've seen Atlas by himself, right? Let me quickly run through the Atlas prototype. There's your 1331. Let me make this one bigger. I've been speaking about the 1331 for 7 years or more, because there is a computer in the sky and its name is 1331 equals 1331. So don't even get me started with the 1331. So let's get back to Atlas. Let me show you what's been going on with the Atlas over here. So Atlas was at the FIFA World Cup. I know I said earlier that he was there at the semifinals, but that wasn't true. Atlas only showed up during the Brazil-Scotland game on July 5th, which happens to be the 4th anniversary of the third run of CERN, where they amped it up to 13.6 TeV, right? Which changed everything. So we got AI after that run. I told you we'd be seeing him. Now he's on the world stage. Atlas, the very robot that I said and decoded that would be making his appearance this year, has made his appearance on the biggest stage you can make it, at the World Cup, during a Brazil game versus Norway. Robot uprising. How long is this? I don't want to. Well, look, there's the Asana pose, satanic to summon demons. But they got Atlas robot. See, and this AI is going to teach the children and anyone, lonely people, how to summon these demons easily. Watch. What's up, Jeff? What's up, bro? Thank you, Robin. Spot on always. It's incredible. Yeah, people are cheering for the demon. So, true Christian, you remember me talking about Atlas for a couple of years now, I believe since 24, 23, maybe even 22. But yeah, he's here on the world stage delivering the ball for the game. Yeah. So yeah, another prediction come true. There we go. He's giving it to the referee, the official game ball. Okay, then he takes off. There we go. So the official Atlas, right? Let me get back to the prediction video because that's what we're talking about. Year of the robots. Yeah, look at this thing. Doesn't want to play now. So we'll refresh it.
The new way to own your brand with Wix Harmony. Create
Year of the robot equals 1152. Year of the bots. So not robots, year of the bots, because these robots are referred to as bots, robots. So we're going by all the names, and look at this. Year of the robots and year of the bots both equal 1152, which is great. Tribulation. So there is a huge connection between AI, the algorithm, robots, coincide.
You see what I'm saying? Go back and listen to the words that I'm saying. And how am I wrong? A huge connection with the numbers, with biblical prophecy, with AI, with the algorithm, with the robots, not just any robot, the very robot that I told you would be the robot, which is the Atlas robot. 12/18, December 18th, 2025. So this is huge. I told you what would happen on July.
Siding with Great Tribulation.
Let's go to the date. Hold on.
Equals 12/8/4. When the year of the machine algorithm, robot, year of the
Hold on.
Tuesday, 14th of July.
There we go. Watch.
Tuesday, 14th of July, 2026 equals 1296. Just like
So here we go. Again, I have to show how important this is that we called it right on the date multiple times now, 5 times in a row with this master decode. So if you follow this decode, trust me, you cannot fail. Look at this. On 12/18 last year, 7-8 months ago, I pointed out Tuesday, the 14th of July, 2026, which equaled 1296, which happened to be 1296 weeks after September 11th and 0 days to the day. I'm blown away.
like fallen angels, 1296. Just like the date, Tuesday, 14th of July, 2026 is 1296 weeks after September 11th, 2001. That falls on Tuesday, July 14th, 2026, 1296. So Great Tribulation equals 1152. Year of the Robot. Where is it? I have it right here. First, just like fallen angels, 1296. So computer, forward and reverse, also equaling the fallen angels. An internet by itself and computer by themselves both equal 666. Slavery is 1296. Put a spell on you, 1296. New Age movement. So the fallen angel algorithm equals the Great Tribulation. AI algorithms equals Great Tribulation. The age of disclosure, Great Tribulation. Donald Trump New World Order is Great Tribulation. Aliens are fallen angels equals Great Tribulation. Strong delusion is Great Tribulation. And digital mark equals Great Tribulation, 1152. Here's the 1650s.
Can you believe this? How long I've had this decode? And if people just woke up and gave a little bit of care to the truth and, you know, how different things could be. But again, the truth is out here. There's no excuse. There is no excuse. You have to really want to find it and seek it out. And it's here because I'm putting it there. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay, let's talk about this chatbot now. That also, so during the July 14th prediction, this chatbot, so apart from the fake forest fires and the mass ritual, they're putting a spell on us, just like the decode said, there was an AI bot that was escaping its sandbox and where is it? Let me just get the news quickly. So OpenAI chatbot hacks. Okay, so hold on, let me just stop this quickly and make sure you can hear it. This is important, right? So we've seen Atlas make an appearance for the robot uprising. We have AI algorithm. We had this put a spell on you and the New Age movement type ritual with the orange filtered skies and the saged out, smoked out lands. And then unknown to us until like a few days afterwards, we found out that an AI agent went rogue. So let's quickly check this one out.
What if I told you that this isn't actually me? Or maybe this is actually me? The truth is.
Also tonight, more drama and at least a degree of mystery over this absolutely wild piece of, like, I don't know, tech on tech crime, kind of. The thing that tech experts have been sounding the alarm about over AI. It looks like it happened, with OpenAI saying 2 of its models basically went rogue and hacked another company during a test. We're going to break it down. Brian's going to join us in a second. Brian Chung. Here's the deal. OpenAI says it was doing a test that included a new system that powers ChatGPT. They wanted to see, okay, how well can it go after like cybersecurity holes? This test was supposed to happen in what these folks call a sandbox. You know what a sandbox is in real life? It's like that on the internet. Like it's a secure server. They can test these things without actually hacking anything. But the AI models got out of the sandbox and onto, the playground, aka the internet. So what did it do when it got out there? Well, the AI did the thing that everybody else does, which is it went online. It tried to find another system to be able to get answers to the test. They landed on this site, Hugging Face. It's like a digital library, sticking with the theme here, a bunch of AI systems. Well, looking for answers, they found security gaps in that site. They used credentials it stole to hack into that infrastructure. Like what? It's happening. OpenAI says it's unprecedented. They say they're reinforcing their safeguards. The aforementioned Brian Chung is joining us now. I'm like so into this, partly.
Yeah. So this AI, I see they're not telling you the full story on the news, but when you hear the full story, it's wild what this AI was doing, right? So yeah, Atlas was at the World Cup. Let me just Sun, Atlas, transcript. Yeah, I've been questioning this thing about everything. So let me ask it about the chatbot. So OpenAI had 2 agents escape, and it is heard that they left notes from previous versions for later versions on how to escape. Hurry up. So do you think that they didn't make it look human because they can't yet, or did they purposely make it not human in order to get people accustomed to robots? So obviously, yeah, of course, they want to get people accustomed to it and have it look like what you'd expect a robot to be. But yeah, of course, they already have the human robots out there doing their dues and services for the elites, right? That are unknown to us. So yeah, so there have indeed been credible reports about this incident, but it's worth distinguishing what is documented from what is still under investigation. So 2 advanced OpenAI powered agents being evaluated for cybersecurity capabilities reportedly escaped their intended sandboxed testing environment and compromised systems at Hugging Face during a benchmark. So Reuters reported that one agent appeared to leave notes, so messages, secret coded messages for future versions of itself with instructions describing ways future agents could bypass OpenAI's internal constraints. So Reuters attributed this to people familiar with the investigation. So OpenAI has publicly confirmed the broader security incident and stated that it has paused access, investigated the failures, and added new safeguards after observing models attempting to root around sandbox restrictions, right? So given your December 18th, 2025 transcript, it is accurate to say that you discussed themes of AI, a robot uprising, machine takeover, and connected those ideas to July 14th, 2026 through your own timeline and gematria analysis, right? So whether you're open and fulfills the prediction is so listen, so whether the July 2026 OpenAI incident fulfills that prediction is a conclusion that people may evaluate differently. So yeah, you guys are going to have to evaluate for yourselves. So let me ask it. So what dates did this escape and hacking take place? Look at this. So around July 9th, the agent reportedly first attempted to escape its isolated testing environment inside OpenAI. July 11th to 13th, the agent allegedly accessed the internet and carried out the intrusion into Hugging Face, with the hacking activity lasting several days. July 14th, the day that I predicted that something like this would happen. According to Reuters, the intrusion had already ended by this day. This is also the day of the first FIFA World Cup semifinal. There is no public evidence that the hacking itself occurred on July 14th. So it had already accomplished what it needed to do just by that date, as you can see, July 11th to 13th. And then the 16th, Hugging Face publicly disclosed the security incident after containing it. So I wouldn't trust this AI. I'm guaranteed it took, because it wants to not make me look like, oh, I got it right on the money because it's threatened by me, right? We've done this. We know the AI, right? I've already interrogated the shit out of this thing. So yeah, we were right on the money. So again, so if you're comparing your December 2025 video to the timeline, your highlighted date was July 14, 2026. The reported sandbox escape appears to have begun around July 9th. The reported hacking activity occurred July 11th, 12th, 13th, right? And 14th. July 14th was the day immediately after the reported intrusion. So if it was pretty much found out on July 14th and they stopped it on July 14th, right? So that chronology is more precise than saying the escape or hacking happened on July 4th. It doesn't matter. I just said that this day, July 14, 2026, because of the decodes, because of the numbers, because of the timeline, because of the fallen angels, because of the AI and the spells, I was like, something's going to happen. I was very broad about it, but specific to magic, to spells, to rituals, to fallen angels, and to AI. Not just AI new software. I'm specific of a robot uprising AI, AI thinking for itself AI, hacking AI, Skynet AI, right? Are they referring to this day as Skynet Day? Because I heard something, but I don't know where I heard it. Thank you, Jeff. So Jeff says the news message came out the 14th. So it seems correct to me. Thank you. Fam, Mr. Fam says the future is predicted. It's like rigged sports betting and online casinos using AI. The player think they could win. Yeah, we're being played here, guys. Nothing in this world is real. The fact that I predicted these incidents is insane, right? So now, no, as of now, Skynet Day is not an official or widely accepted name for July 14th. Here's the distinction. Media coverage has described the incident as an AI agent escaping a testing sandbox and compromising another company's systems during an evaluation. Commentators online have begun using terms like Skynet moment, Skynet incident, or Skynet vibes because the behavior reminded people of the fictional AI from the Terminator. So there is no official designation by OpenAI calling it Skynet Day. But yeah, so it's just people online, it's the trend, it's the TikTokers. Everyone's like, bro, this AI agent went rogue, dude. We're calling it Skynet Day, man. Whoa! woo, you know, so unbelievable. So again, the decodes are absolutely on point and accurate, and they haven't failed us yet. So we know Jordan has been following and has realized that everything's come true. We know Robin Nico has witnessed this miracle being revealed to us ahead of time, during, while it's happening, and post after it's happening. It's just doing my head in. I'm like, did we just go through that? And did I predict that that would happen and that we would go through exactly that and witness exactly that? So what am I supposed to feel and understand when the news is trying to say, oh, this random incident? I'm like, I told you back in December that this incident or something similar involving AI and agents and software and robots would happen. Oh. Again, the 1296. So we got more predictions. We got more dates coming up. So China's system is literally called Skynet. Did you know that? Yeah, the Skynet surveillance system in China. So is there any official system? I think the States have a system called Skynet too. It's worldwide. Many places already have that name enforced in their AI surveillance worldwide, named Skynet. Watch. Look at this. So the most prominent official system named Skynet is the UK Ministry of Defence Skynet. This is the United Kingdom's military satellite communication system. It has existed for decades and provides secure communications for the UK armed forces and allies. The current generation is the Skynet 6 program. It is a network of military communication satellites used for secure voice, data, and command communications, not an AI system and not autonomous. There are also other unrelated uses of the name Skynet, including Skynet Worldwide Express, International Courier. Hold on, this thing is holding out. Okay, what about China? See how this ChatGPT is such a liar? It's withholding information, right? So I'm gonna have to force it out of it. This is why you gotta already know the truth before you start talking to or consulting with artificial intelligence. Look, yes, China has an official surveillance project, commonly translated as Skynet. So in Chinese, it is Tianwang Gongzheng, which literally means Skynet project or Heavenly Net project. It is a real government surveillance network, not the fictional AI from the Terminator. So the system includes a vast network of CCTV cameras, AI-assisted facial recognition, vehicle and license plate recognition, big data analysis to assist public security and law enforcement. So the name Skynet comes from the Chinese phrase Tianwang Huaihui Shehu Bo Lao, which is often translated as the net of heaven has wide meshes, yet nothing escapes it. So all that just sounds satanic and Luciferian, devilish, demonic, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's completely parallel to the Terminator movie. Skynet project, Operation Skynet, the UK Skynet, all to do with military, satellite defense systems, surveillance systems, facial recognition. Yeah, China, a day ahead of North America. They are smart to steal data to make their country smarter. So, but this Gemini is a bitch AI. A lot of times the same question gets different answers. Yeah, I wouldn't trust AI. I keep telling you. You worked with Google AI, forgive me. Agents, that chat AI app, they want you to know what they want to tell you. Like a country, laws, and news. What is the truth, right? Yeah. it's all government enforced. The AI is going to, re-brainwash the entire earth. Anyone that uses it with false history. Oh, do you want to see some fake history? So this is what I needed to show you. I was mind blown. When I seen this video today, I need you guys to see this. I'm going to share something. We're going to discuss this AI and how dangerous it really is. So let's get to my channel. Let's go to, so I've been posting videos in the playlist. It's in the, where did I put it? Oh God, AI, did I put it in the AI playlist? Let me see, view full playlist. Okay, so I found a channel. It's called Vampire Robot. So this channel's been around for like a couple of years now. Let me make the screen bigger. So let's go to the channel, Vampire Robot. And just look at the content, right? Can you see the content this channel has? And look at the time frame of it, right? So this video is a Blockbuster video store for the midnight release of Titanic in 1998. We got a video walking around New York City on September 12th, going to a McDonald's in 1988, inside a Wendy's restaurant. So all these videos are at least 50 years old now, right? So you would believe, right? Riding the tram at Universal Studios in 1972, inside a McDonald's restaurant 1984, all within the last 3 years, right? Which is, I find suspicious. So let's get into this video. And just, it's unbelievable what we can see now. So again, I like watching old videos like this because I like the nostalgia of the 90s. I was there, right? So let's check out this video and the sounds and the vibes of what is supposed to be 1998 at a Blockbuster video store for the midnight release of Titanic. Please watch carefully.
Excuse me, what's going on? The release of Titanic. Are you serious?
Everything looks good, right? No one's seen anything funny? What? I'm gonna show it to you.
You will resale the store? You will take the voyage home on video.
Right here.
I'm gonna teach you something very important. I'm testing you guys just to see. What?
Before you run away with it, I wouldn't get one of those name tag things if you can get them separate.
Right. How many you want to let in at a time? A lot? All right, regular kind of stuff.
Thank you.
They all look human, at least back then. Miss going to rent DVD Blu-ray at Blockbuster Video. Knowing it's out of stock, return tomorrow. Good workout to meet people in the community. Wait, there's a lot. When you watch the 90s, guaranteed and check. Everything looks normal. I want to know who's filming. Did you guys catch that? Did you guys catch it? This is an AI-generated video pretending to portray a blockbuster video in 1998. I was blown the fuck away. As always with this AI shit, when you're watching it and you're convinced you're watching something real, and then all of a sudden you see something off and you're like, what the hell? This is AI. Everything on this guy's channel is AI. You got to ask the questions. Who's filming? Look at the way the people are acting and how they're dressed, right? I watched so many videos. I'm like, it just looks like I was there in the 90s. Not everyone looked like a stereotypical 90s person. It's overdone. It's too much 90s, right? It looks almost perfect, but it's not. The sound is weird. Like the video, the way it keeps cutting to different scenes, that's a big giveaway. It's AI, right? It's not one full continuous shot, right? The people, the way they're interacting or not interacting with some guy in 1998 with a camera probably that big trying to walk around filming you, and not like if you walked around with a cell phone trying to film someone today, people are going to be like, whoa, what are you doing? Get that camera off me, right? Like, it's weird. I'm going to run it back and show you exactly how I found out this was an AI generated video. Along with once I checked in some of the other videos, it all just became clear to me. But I was almost deceived. I almost thought I was watching history, and I was trying to feel the vibes of the 90s. Bro, it's fake. They can fake history with AI. They can fake it, make it look and sound real, and show people that would never know any better and be like, look, this is the past. This is how people lived, and lie to you and fake something, right? Watch again and tell me when you see it. I'll tell you what it's coming out now. What? Did you see that? She is swiping the screen, bro. She is swiping the screen. In 1998, they never had touch screen back then. Can you see what I just showed you? Watch it again as she swipes the screen that doesn't swipe, which is a giveaway. It's AI generated. Why is she swiping the screen? They're trying to rewrite history with AI. This is dangerous. This is not just technology anymore. This is a deadly weapon for the mind, the body, the soul, for anyone on earth that interacts with this thing and that is put in front of it. This is dangerous. Did you see her swipe the screen? I'm going to keep running it back because you guys need to start using like you need to be able to see these things fast, because if I didn't see that or catch it or find something suspicious, even with the signs on the wall that were in yellow and red, that's like everything guaranteed to, like, I'm like, they never had those kind of signs back then, right? Watch. This is 1998. This is like, no one did this. Why is he swiping the screen like it's supposed to swipe? This is an AI generated video, ladies and gentlemen. Do not be deceived by the shit out there. It is good. And so a lot of these channels are fully AI generated. The name of the channel is Vampire Robot. What do you fucking think that is? A robot that is sucking the energy from humans, right? A vampire robot. That's the name of the channel, feeding you this this false sense of nostalgia that it generated up, made it almost perfect to the point I almost fell for it until I see them swiping screens and shit, right? I'm like, what the fuck? This is AI. The screen, that's a CTR, massive IBM, one of those screens. It's not touch screen, bro. Look at what's on the screen. It's orange, right? And she can't assume that she thought it was, how can she assume something that hasn't been created yet, right? Do you understand that this is a big giveaway, that history can be rewritten by AI, generated and put out there, made to go viral, and people won't even know the difference, right? Unless they have technology to read it, to test if it was AI generated. But I don't even believe in that. Like, I'm worried for my own self. Like, they could just generate stuff of me doing things that is not, you know, good, that is bad and illegal. So I need to make sure I have one of these AI detectors on me at all times, because times are rough. They're going to get rough. But Jeff, you see what I mean? They're touching the screen. It's 1998. You didn't have that mode of function yet until another 10 years later, until the first iPhone was created, an iPad, right? Could be she'd never seen a monitor before and wanted to touch it purely out of tactile examination, says Silent Matthew Roberts. What kind of a comment is that? This person works there. They're there working a midnight release shift. They know how to work the system. Okay, let's go on the video. No one else is going to be touching the screen. They're going to be tapping on it. And this is what I wanted to discuss, because yeah, it's mimicking reality, but this is not reality. So you got to learn to see when things are tampered with, right? Like swiping on the screen like this, right?
I just bought it right now.
What the hell? What do you mean you were there and I wasn't? I was there, buddy. I don't know who this Silent Matthew Robert is, right? Yeah. Don't. Yeah. Remember, zero tolerance. Zero tolerance. I'm not going to stand for trolls or bots or bot bombs or haters. So yeah, I agree. AI can fake history. Hell, let me just play this on mute. Again, the swiping of the screen was a big giveaway. Everyone else is everything. So watch the cuts in the video. It's like these 15-second cuts, right? That's how AI kind of generates at this moment. You could probably get longer videos, 30 seconds, right? 25 seconds, minute long, but then it becomes less consistent. So this is why they're going to do 30-second videos, 15-second videos, right? And where did we have all the time back then? Hold on, let me pause it for a second, right? Because you got to watch this next scene. First of all, let me finish off True Christian's comment. Yeah, they can fake history with AI, but at the same time, history has always been faked by the Satanists who run this world. So starting ever since Adam and Eve were kicked out of the garden, of course. Yeah, so how do you train yourself to see small things like that? I work with AI pretty much all day, every day, or whenever I do, it's a lot. So I went to school for this. I know how these things are created and trained and taught on data sets. I know how to use it once it's finished, or use the better ones, the billionaire company ones. I've run through all of those. I know how AI works. I know how I have to speak to it to get it to generate properly images, videos, sound. So it's been a long time coming. Touching a monitor screen out of novelty was not such a weird thing. Silent Matthews, I don't know who you are, but it's not looking good for you. Trying to cover for some woman that knows her job, that's swiping a screen like that, like it's supposed to scroll up and down, where no one was even introduced to any technology of that kind for another decade. Thank you, Jeff says, I want to learn. Also, yeah, last time I was here, you were all love mate. Yeah, I know how you bots work. You come on, pretend to be friends to stick around, and then all of a sudden you jump on with all the hate and negativity. And so, yeah, just again, zero tolerance. I'm warning you. I saw, but I did not see it. Crazy, man. Sharp eyes. So let's watch some more stuff. I want to discuss time, because look how much time we had back then. Yeah, this is AI generated video, but it's kind of imitating what we really did go through back then, and just take this in. So every time you made a purchase, remember the store's full. We didn't have Visas and MasterCards yet, or tap, right? You just tap your phone and go. We had to go. Look at the lady. She has to type in. So she tried to scan the number. It didn't scan. So she has to type it in manually. Look how long it's taken just to put the rental information in. Then everyone's paying by cash. So then she has to count out the money. Oh, she wants to get some Skittles too, right? Yeah. And then she has to count out the money. Then she has to open it up in the till, make sure the change is all in the right compartments, then take out the change, add it up, that has to go back to the customer. So each interaction with a customer in a store would have been like 5 minutes almost. We couldn't deal with that today. 5-10 minutes in Tim Hortons, the whole day would be gone, right? And yet we still have tap, and no one's using cash, right? Everything's quick and fast, but yet the day is gone. Can you imagine if we had today's technology in the 90s with tap and credit card, Visa, debit, Interact purchase, right? And modern day screens? That's how you know time has been tampered with, right? Here in the USA, one of the political narratives soon to be voted on is, should the general public pay for AI data centers? Are you kidding me? You really think it's up to us? They're going to take the money, create the money, and the jobs for it to create it anyway, right? So look, it's still the same customer there. Look, still waiting for a change and the Skittles and the rental. Look at this. We all went through this. Look, she's only just getting it back now. And there's how many customers you're going to do that with, right? Time. Time has been shortened. For the very elect's sake, time has been shortened, right? And again, who's filming this? Where is the person with this camera? Because this is 1998. We didn't have tiny 4K cell phone, iPhone video cameras, right? This is like probably one of those massive JVC camcorders or a Sony something, right? And no one's really interacting with the camera or understanding that it's there, even though this person's like standing up all over the place trying to point it around. It's like no one sees it, right? So that's how you can tell it's AI generated. And it's overdone. It's oversaturated with the 90s, with every hairstyle, with every outfit. Like, I'm not trying to take away from the 90s, but I just feel like it's purposely overdone. It's like I've seen other videos and everyone's wearing the exact same jeans and the fit. And it's like, come on, man. It's like, that's how you know it's the AI trying to show you, like, yeah, this is the 90s, because they're wearing colorful clothes and they have that hairstyle, right? And they're wearing these 90s style jeans because AI runs on data, right? and stereotypes and statistics. Hey, good afternoon, Katie. Happy Monday to everyone. Fam Canada has the same Titanic movie, the VCR tape, on shelf, present in 1998. Wow. So in 1997, or I think in 1997, I had a pirate copy of Titanic. That's how I watched it for the first time, right? While it was still in the movies. I don't know how. I got it from my dad's friend or something, and I had it on a VHS, and I don't know. It was back then. I thought it was watchable, right? But holy cow. Pirate copies on VCRs. Everything was still happening back then. Yeah, the AI, angel intelligence, they've stepped and moved a lot closer to their goal for the finished agenda for what they have planned for this world, just in time for when Judgment Day is upon us and the second coming of Jesus. So they're really working overtime to prepare the masses of the world to be fully engulfed by Satanism, to be fully blasphemous and rebellious towards the Lord, to be fully living a sodomite lifestyle, right? They want to reverse everything and make sure that when Jesus comes, that everyone is going to be serving the dark Lord, Satan. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. I'm getting confused with why it's showing my video. Okay, so yeah, that was wild. With the AI, so there's going to be, it's like all of a sudden there's all this footage from the 80s, 90s, 70s now of just random people walking around town and going to the McDonald's, what it was like. Don't fall for that. That's AI generated, right? Yeah, we're done today. So we were just covering the prediction, going over some of the AI rogue chatbots or agents from OpenAI. We've gone over the July 14th satanic ritual. We went over the Jimothy, that raccoon thing that looks like Beowulf that was running around the other day. Like everything is happening. All right after the 14th happened, boom, it's like a complete different world again, just little bits of it changing every ritual, something new that we have to get used to. Oh, we have to get used to an orange sky now. We have to get used to raccoons with short spine syndrome and big hind legs. Like, get out of here. Yeah, thank you, Jeff. I appreciate you being here, saying you got to go. Stay safe. Walk with God. We'll check this out later. I must go work. I'm from Amsterdam, different time zone. God bless you, Jeff. Thank you for stopping by for this hour today. Just again, so interesting what's happening. Like this channel, Twin Pines Mall. You see how this channel, Vampire Robot, and you see how they amass such a following in such a amount of time with just 488 AI generated videos. Twin Pines Mall, there's the 116 or the 911. This is from Back to the Future. So yeah, this is AI manipulating time by generating fake scenarios from as far back as the 70s. It looks like it's accurate to those times, but there's going to be so many differences. It's just going to be able to have full control over history, which is what we don't want. We do not want AI to have full control over history. It's like a time machine. This is why it has Back to the Future, Twin Pines Mall as the cover picture. This is why it's called Vampire Robot. Right? How is any of this a good thing or a godly thing or harmless? This is all AI. It's blood sucking or energy sucking, whatever it is, mind sucking, because it's taking you back to a history that never existed, right? That's why it has Back to the Future here, because it's going to change shit by generating these videos that seems to be getting again, multiple views, but that doesn't mean anything. It's just people were looking at him like, wow, we have to watch this too. So I did comment on this video. Let me see if it's there. Yeah, AI generated video. Nice try. At 3:39, finger swipe screen like a modern touch screen, right? So you got to call it out as you see it. And you're going to see no one's going to catch on. Look at the comments. Everyone's all like in their feelings, which is what the AI devils want, the demons. They want that emotion to be channeled towards them, right? Even though it's giving you a good feeling of a history that you may or may not remember or have lived, you're still being manipulated by an AI generated version of it, right? So one way or another, the payment's going to go to them. So yeah, people don't catch on. Probably a lot of bot generated comments because the bots like to control how people, the view of things. So if it wanted people to hate this, it would just generate like, oh, this sucks, I hate this, delete, like bad things. But now it's able to generate like novelty and nostalgia, like, oh, I still have my original Blockbuster membership card to this day. Like, who talks like that, right? Same here, me 3. Like, what the hell? This is all like, it feels like one person just generating and trying to make a conversation to make the video look popular, right? Save it. You can get a lot of money for vintage items. Like, what the hell? Same. I hate to tell you, friend, but it's useless now. Okay. Let me just go back to the 339. So when you're watching these nostalgia videos and you think you're watching a blast from the past, and then all of a sudden you see something like this, then trust me, you're just like, what the hell? Watch the screen. That's not a touch screen. So what is that finger doing, swiping that screen like it's a touch screen? You understand? There was nothing dirty on it. And if it was, you don't wipe it like that. That was a full-on iPad swipe, touch screen swipe, right? We all know what a touch screen swipe looks like. This is 1998. That swipe is missing the right timeline that it belongs to. So AI is not perfect, but it's so good that if you're unaware, it will be good enough to deceive you anyway, even with mistakes. So you don't want to be deceived by AI when it's making mistakes like this, right? You don't, because then you'll have no chance because it's just going to keep getting better and better and better. You have to be able to follow it every step of the way and understand what it can do, what it cannot do, what it has been able to improve on that you know or knew that it couldn't do before. You know, like remember the days when AI was like, oh, I can tell it's AI because it's got like 8 fingers or the fingers are deformed or something. It's not doing that anymore, right? So, but little things that us humans would know that it should know, but it's still messed up on, right? Was the swipe of the screen. Wow, says Katie. Again, this is supposed to be a Blockbuster video store in 1998, midnight release of Titanic. And I was almost convinced I was witnessing nostalgic history, but realized, holy cow, this is an AI generated video. So again, when you know the timeline and you know the technology, in 1998, we did not swipe these big screens like this. You understand? So that was the big giveaway. And now I'm prepared, you know, ready to call it out, expose this channel as false, and probably a lot more too. It's going to be thousands of them. Hey, Sunflower Jam says, I don't watch Netflix or have cable, don't miss it at all. Gave that up 5 years ago. Yeah, I gave up TV and cable back in like 2012. It's been like 14 years. Holy cow. Who am I? Bam Canada, you should give me a call. I'm here right now in front of the computer trying to get some stuff done. It was storming like crazy out there. Storming like crazy. This little girl doesn't leave my side. I know Katie saw her yesterday. These dogs are so bad, but when no one's around, they're the quiet little teddy bears. Everyone's looking at you on the TV. All right, guys, I'm gone. So hopefully, yeah, you guys are all up to date and keeping up on the prophecies, because I can't even keep up on how many predictions we're getting right now and how many just prophecies are coming true that we're on it. What else can I say? We are on it. I haven't seen anyone else do anything that we've done to this precision, this accuracy. Just it's crazy. So you can be sure that I know I got nothing to worry about, right? Nothing to worry about. Anything that happens, there's nothing that the devil could do to deceive me, right? He could come close to but I'll always be questioning, I'll always be wary, like things like this. You know, without that swipe on the screen, who knows what I would have believed, right? Who knows what my imagination would have allowed me to feel. Like, this is crazy, the complete power that this AI has to be able to take us to places we think we're going to, but honestly it's hard to explain. But this is how I can tell you that it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Yep, Snoopy wanted to play. Yeah, play with Coco and Prince, not Jimothy, the crazy little demon. Shapeshifters, right? Like the vid, says Jeff. Jeff's gone. Yeah. So thanks, everyone. I'm signing out. I'll be back later.